don't think nobody heard me just yet because I just unmuted the goddamn mics. Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio. We live down here in the Player K. Got the homie Tim Young down here and the homie Smokey D.
Yo, what's good?
We a little bit behind schedule, but you know what?
Yo.
We doing our thing. How y'all feeling today?
Man, we in a dungeon, man. We where it's happening, where you need to be at. So, man, it's going to be an exciting show as always. Last of the new year, huh?
Yeah, got us a little drink, man. Had a little something to eat. You know, been chilling. How you been doing today, Smokey D? How you feeling, man?
Cold as hell, man.
Hey.
Not below, but 5 above. Out here shoveling snow, man. That ain't no good combination, man. That wind was blowing. Felt like blades were coming at you, that Wu-Tang style. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm in warmth right now, man. It's heat down here, so I'm better.
Yeah, man. You know, we just sitting back. We're going to chill. We're talking to Chicago sports some more. It's the end of the year. So, you know, we got a lot of things, you know, a few subjects we're going to throw up there and we're just going to talk about, listen to, and play a little music. Like I say, we live right now on Facebook, plus we live across the air so y'all can chat. Plus y'all can call in 708-328-8923. This is Bring Your A-Game Sports Talk Radio 1230. Right here today. The referees, they've been really fucking up lately, man. Really been fucking up some games.
Yo, you know, I think sometimes the referees got to read their own memo about tonight. Fans are paying $2,000 to see LeBron James play. You don't throw a fan out the game. You got a kid that's a senior in college. His last football game ever. All right, you don't throw the kid from Kentucky out just because he don't want to take your hand up. You know, so we just hoping for, you know, some good luck, you know, in 2018 for these referees, because right now, man, it's not looking good for them this year.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk more about that. Plus, this new hurdling, man. You seeing everybody in college. You seeing everybody all through the NFL. They just hurdling people now, man. I think it's just due to bad tackling, to be honest. What you think?
Well, like you said, hey, when you got your head down, you know, you coming like that, man, nobody can see you jumping over them, everything like that. So, might not be bad tackling. It's just, hey, I know what you about to do, so I'm just jump right all over you, you know what I'm saying? Super Mario them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one.
So is the hurdling the new crossover for football?
It probably
you know
is.
Like AI came out with the crossover. It's the hurdling like the new
It
AI
probably
ball.
is. It's a trendsetter that's going through, and it seemed like, hey, man, these dudes so big at 230 pounds. I don't know how they able to hurdle so high, man. You know, but we're going to talk about the college bowl games. Yes, the Big Ten is undefeated. Fuck the SEC. I really don't like them. But we talk about the NBA prospects, Bagley, Young, and et cetera, and all that. Coaching jobs in the NFC plus the NFL playoffs. We just going to talk. Just going to talk today. We live. Fuck it. We're going to twist the adrenaline rush. Be back in y'all in a minute.
What happens when you combine the darkness with the light? Bringing pain like two bad nurses, and the pain from these here motherfucking verses. Ridiculous thirsts involving hearses. To the dirt shit, first fixing is in autos to work with. Slugs to the shirt shit, chest a squirt shit. I'm picking it with an expert kid. From birth to the earth split, it'll hurt bitch. Show you how worse it than worse get in a zone. See the vein when the pain repelling, then the clothes and the curtains bitch. When adrenaline's pumping, I don't understand discussion. Only hear certain shit. I'm a misunderstood nigga, and I'm off my square. How got me reversing clips and dispersing shit.
What can I say to make you see how the fuck I feel? To make me wanna jump over the edge. I'm charged up and stuff is getting shot up on the legs. No pain instead of cane, I took a blood off to the head.
So tell me what it's
retaliate with lethal repercussion. I feel the reefer rushing and go into things like it's a wicked stick. If the Benadryl, hop like a finna steal to get the kicking shit for niggas and bitches that I kick it with. I was born to get you pumped up. It's like some lead bust, cause I get motherfuckers a head rust. And your head bust when you jumped up. Cause what I say must stick out you geek, my eyes red bust. But smoking shit the niggas hit on and die. Made me wanna slip the clip on the side. And if you act like a bitch on the side, if we have to, then the whole west side and let the shit go on and ride with the trigger bust. Like when the motherfucker have to go and pick up the pump to make his opposition chest kick up and jump. When you lit up the gun to make your body get up and like when the motherfucker have to go and pick up the pump to make a trigger click up and dump. So turn the bass kick up and bump and let the rhythm fit up the drum. Like when the motherfucker have to go and pick up the pump to make his opposition chest kick up and jump. When you lit up the gun to make your body get up and drum. Like when the motherfucker have to go and pick up the pump to make a trigger kick up and dump. So turn the bass kick up and bump and let the rhythm fit off the drum. Pulling up up and belling out like we car sick and ready to start shit. Started burying some hairs like an ostrich and load the whole cartridge and throw the shells in the garbage. The hardest the motherfuckers can never achieve what I've accomplished. Young bucks, my accomplice, located his existence with my sixes like a compass. And started on the journey to astonish and start this. Rush up in the hearts of other niggas to get them charged. What's the real reason? Oh, you haters try to murder me, so now it's kill season. And even though I'm still bleeding, I'ma keep coming because I'm still breathing. And y'all can't trace me, I'm burying my victims in the wall like Gacy. Too lyrical, and since a snip of my umbilical, these flows me critical. My music is miracles like I'm biblical. Kill like I'm nutty and a buddy love, but still wouldn't leave a bloody glove. Let's start the truck up, let's beat the fuck up. Get away smoking the blunt up, adrenaline pumping veins, he rub my pumped up.
And I'm calibrated at 360 degrees. See, that's 300 niggas that's gon' die about 60 slugs to do this deed. We too much for the industrialists to fuck with this. On the brink of fucking up some shit. Dismantle, deduct some shit. It's hard to imagine what niggas got nerves to do. So I guess I just take that fucking nerve from you, then think what I'm on the verge to do. And I got the urge to let somebody close your curtains, fool. From killing the verses, fool. I be one of the worstest, dude. I'm the worstest. Looking about 9 millimeters above your surface. Unleash these things and I defeat your purpose. Bitch,
That's your adrenaline
rush.
Like when the motherfucker had to come and pick up the pump to make his opposition chest kick up and jump. When you lit up the gun to make your body get up and jump. Like when the motherfucker had to go and pick up the pump to make a trigger click up and dump. So turn the bass kick up and bump and let the rhythm hit up the drum. Like when the motherfucker had to go and
Bring your A-Game Sports Talk Radio down here to Player K. We just chilling out with Adrenaline Rush.
Hey, boy, that adrenaline rush, boy. Hey, if it don't do nothing to you,
Got Cadillac
come
on 10 over here,
hey,
man.
on the real. Hey, before every game, I had that adrenaline rush plan. Matter of fact, I got to the point where I was like, man, y'all got to play this before I warm up. I'm going to start this team.
Yeah,
For
man.
real, boy, that adrenaline rush, boy, do something to you.
But we sitting down here, man. We chilling. We talking live right down here in the Player Cave on this Saturday, man. Got a lot of good college football games been going on. Like I say, the Big Ten, they undefeated so far in the bowl games. Man, but before we keep going, talk about y'all players. How y'all weekend been going so far, man?
Like I told you, man, it's cold as hell out there, Joe. Then I had to go out there and, do my thing with the snow, maintenance, and all of that. So all these difficulties up there at the job, you know what I'm saying? No buses leaving out because of the weather. So tempers were flaring, you know what I'm saying? Emotions got high. Had to deal with that. But other than that, I'm good, man. As long as I get paid for that snow, I'm saying I'm good.
So you got like double time now. It's the holiday weekend, so they better have your check. And then some.
They better have some good goddamn money for them, man.
I'm telling you. And New Year's around the corner. Man, it's been great, man.
What's y'all plans for New Year's Eve?
I think I might take my little one to church. It's her first New Year's, so I want to bring her in.
Okay.
Kind of like how I was brought in, doing New Year's when I was a shorty. Always in church.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. What you got planned for New Year's, Smokey D?
Yeah, man, the way they got me working, man. 8 hours on, 8 hours off, 8 hours on, man. I might have a drink somewhere and then, man, hit the sack and then be back at it again, man.
Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do out here in this work world in order to just keep your head afloat, man.
Sometimes, and then sometimes you say, fuck it, hey, I'm calling off.
You could do that, but what the fuck good is that going to do in the end?
Hey, I got my peace and tranquility, man.
All right, man.
Hey, you always, they always say, you can't spend the money today.
So we live right now on Facebook, right?
Yes, we're live.
Okay, we live right now on Facebook, and we live across the air right here on Black Hippie Radio Entertainment. We just gonna talk about sports. And, what y'all fellas want to talk about first, man? Just throw it out there.
You gotta kind of go with college, with
Talk about the bowl games going on.
The bowl games, these boys, it's their last opportunity to show what they got, who is gonna be who in the draft. Who's kind of working their way up that depth chart. I guess in the rounds, and how you get in the rounds, you obviously know the more money you make. So I'm just really impressed with a few guys. Lamar Jackson, I call him Baby Mike Vick. Saquon Barkley, who you named Little Todd Gurley.
Okay, before you keep going, let me ask you this. You mentioned Lamar Jackson as a quarterback from Louisville. His resume is very impressive. Very impressive. It's a Heisman Trophy on the resume too, right?
That's right.
Okay then. Looking at Lamar Jackson and his type of style that he plays, it's time for him to go to the NFL. That transition from college football to the NFL. Do you think he can make that transition? Because you know already they're going to compare him to other black quarterbacks, and yes, I'm saying it. You got the Michael Vicks, you got the Dante Culpeppers, and you know, the Randall Cunninghams. You're going to speak it back in the day. They're going to compare him. Does his style fit to make it in the NFL?
I think for him to be successful right now, where everybody look at him as being, is Michael Vick because of his speed.
Hold on, wait, before you keep going, you had a chance to check out Smokey D, Lamar Jackson, in Louisville?
I watched him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm hearing what Cadillac's saying. I'm like, man, I hope he don't turn out to be another Vince Young, you know what I'm saying?
Good. That's a damn good comparison right there, man.
I think Vince Young was more accurate as far as throwing, but he wasn't as athletic. They were about the same height, around 6'3", 6'4", but that speed that Vic had at Georgia Tech, that's the comparison. Like you comparing, it's like the last time
Virginia
we were talking.
Tech.
Well, yeah, excuse me, Virginia Tech. Thank you, Virginia Tech.
That's the whiskey.
It must be. When we compare Colin Sexton to Allen Iverson, I always have to remind people, I'm talking about Georgetown Allen Iverson. When you comparing Lamar Jackson to Michael Vick, we're talking about Virginia Tech number 7 Michael Vick.
Okay.
All right. And that's what he's shown since he's been in college. And to have the Heisman and to have the intangibles that he got in his game, man, like, I'm buying his jersey.
So what, for those that don't know who Lamar Jackson is, you know, Baker Mayfield, he won the Heisman this year. You know, he's kind of like overshadowed, you know, what Lamar Jackson been doing. Explain to the people what type of quarterback Lamar Jackson really is.
Lamar Jackson is an explosive quarterback. He's
runner.
He's a runner. He's an average.
Which is one of the most scariest things to an NFL coach.
3,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing for I think the past 3 years he's done that. I think he's the first player ever to do that. He's second right now in the ACC in passing yards behind Phillip Rivers. So the things this young man has done in college football is immaculate, and in my opinion, he has nothing else to prove as a college football player. I think the weaknesses that he has in his game, as far as his accuracy and his overthrows, they lost the bowl game today because he threw 4 interceptions against Mississippi State. He can work on those things while he's getting a paycheck.
That is very much true. That is very much true. But do you think by this bowl game that he just had that it's gonna hurt his draft stock?
No, I think with his body of work, he's going to go wherever he was going to go either way.
Okay.
Yeah, man, but you saying accuracy, overthrowing the ball, man, and it's already hard on a black quarterback is coming in the game, man.
And not to cut you off, you had 3 interceptions in a major game.
4.
4 interceptions in a major game, and NFL coaches gonna look at that like, when we get down to tough situations, how are you gonna respond? And I mean, like, your resume, your top resume, the championship and bowl games, that's what these not the refs, but that's what these coaches look at. That's what these NFL coaches look at. Go ahead, Smokey. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I mean, ain't no problem like that. You saying his accuracy. I mean, with Vic, to me, Vic had more accuracy, and man, he had more. I mean, does he have arm strength? Man, on the run, can he throw that ball and be accurate on? And then is he coachable? Like I say, man, I hope he don't be another Vince Young. He looks good in college. Yeah, he was a stud in college, but you get to the NFL, he can't quite convert for some reason. You know what I mean?
I think the power of everything got more to Vince Young. It was more mental to Vince Young. It wasn't
pressure.
play.
He couldn't
it wasn't
handle the
play at
pressure
all because he could play the game. He won games. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Vince Young.
Wasn't he Rookie of the Year his first year?
I think he was.
Yeah.
But we can research that. But Vince Young just became mental. I think it was just the star power and what he had to uphold. You get what I'm saying? Because you look at Vince Young, you think about what's the guy that won the championship, the black quarterback for Washington, Doug.